Okay, to continue our coverage over the Dawn of X, we actually pick up with New Mutants number 5. Now, with New Mutants number 5, it actually picks up with the original team that we were following back in New Mutants number 1 and New Mutants number 2. Because remember, with New Mutants number 3 and 4, we had a completely different team. And so now we're back with the original team that we were following back in New Mutants number 1 and number 2. Now, with that being said, here's a reminder of what happened in those 2 chapters. Remember, this team went into space with the Starjammers to go find their old friend Cannonball, because Cannonball did get married to a character known as Smasher. Now, Smasher is an Imperial Guard. An Imperial Guard is somebody who protects the king or queen of the Shi'Ar Empire. And so with Cannonball being married to her, he basically stayed with her, and they had a kid. Now, when the New Mutants got into the Shi'ar Empire, they were tricked by the Starjammers, and basically they were arrested by the Shi'ar Empire. Now, the Shi'ar Empire kind of gave them a pass, but made them stay with Cannonball and his wife. Now, they did give them a mission to go find Deathbird, an old X-Men villain. And the reason why? Because Deathbird is going to train the new queen of the Shi'ar Empire, Xandra, the daughter of Charles Xavier and Leandra as well. And so with that, they went to go get her to bring her back over so she can train her niece Sandra on how to be a great queen for the Shi'ar Empire. Now, we do pick up with the leader of the Imperial Guards, which is Gladiator. Now, Gladiator was the one who decided that Deathbird should come back to the Shi'ar Empire to basically train her niece Xandra on how to be a great queen. Now, remember what I said earlier though. Deathbird was an old-time villain of the X-Men, but also an old-time villain of the Shi'ar Empire as well, because Deathbird was always trying to kill her sister, Ileandra, because Ileandra was the queen of the Shi'ar Empire, and Deathbird wanted to kill her so that she could rule over the Shi'ar Empire. Now, with that being said, Gladiator wants to bring her back over to the Shi'ar Empire, not to be the queen, but to train Xandra on how to be a great queen. Now, that is crazy, but that is his plan. Now, with Deathbird having a bad rep, a lot of people in the Shi'ar Empire Council do not like the idea of her coming back here to train Xandra. And so with that being said, Oracle, another member of the Imperial Guard, think it's a good idea to make sure the whole empire does not find out about Deathbird. And so she tells Gladiator, let's keep this a secret. He agrees, but then you have Oracle walk away to meet up with a certain group of people because Oracle wants to kill off Deathbird, because Oracle does not like Deathbird at all. Because again, Deathbird did have that bad rep, and she did try to kill the queen so many times over the years in X-Men comics. And so with that, she basically sent a team out there to kill Deathbird and anybody with her. And right now, the New Mutants are with Deathbird. Now, we do come to find out that there are 2 characters on the New Mutant team that wants to go home so badly to Earth. And those 2 characters are Chamber and Mondo. Now, these 2 characters have been around for a long period of time in X-Men comics. Well, Chamber has. Mondo is kind of newish, not really, but more new than Chamber is really. But either way though, these 2 characters want to go back to home to Earth so bad because this whole trip has been a nightmare for these 2 characters. Now, we do reach the best part of this book, which is Sunspot. And the reason why, because over the years in X-Men comics, Sunspot has always been that character who loves the ladies. He has the money, he has the looks, and so he loves the ladies. And with that being said, when he sees Deathbird, he actually wants to date Deathbird. He actually has a crush on her, even though he knows that she is a villain and she has killed a lot of people and tried to kill her own sister. He's kind of like, dude, she's tall and fine. And you know what? I want her all to myself. Like, this dude is hardcore crushing on Deathbird. It's hilarious. But either way, though, that is the moment you have the New Mutants, Smasher, and Cannonball get a message from another ship that says surrender. And they're kind of like, wait, what? Surrender? Who is this? And why in the world are they telling us to surrender? And that team who sent that message to surrender are known as the Death Commandos. Now, the Death Commandos were sent by Oracle earlier because remember, Oracle does not like Deathbird at all. And matter of fact, she's one of the many people who not like Deathbird at all. And so she wants to get rid of Deathbird before she arrives to the Shi'ar Empire. Now, when it comes to the Death Commandos, they're really just a mercenary team that live in the Shi'ar Empire, and they do a lot of dirty work. And right now, they're doing some more dirty work. So with that being said, though, right now, you have the Death Commandos getting ready to attack Smasher, Cannonball, and also the New Mutant ships to get rid of Deathbird. Because, again, Oracle and a few people in the Shi'ar Empire do not like Deathbird at all. They want to kill her and finally get rid of her. Now, thanks to Cypher, who has the ability to understand any kind of language in the universe, Cypher was able to figure out that this group is known as the Death Commandos, and they are here to kill off Deathbird. Because again, people in the Shi'ar Empire do not like Deathbird at all. And so with that being said, you have Magic tell every single member of the New Mutants, except Chamber and Mondo, because again, they want to go home so badly that right now they're ignoring everybody else on the ship, that you have Magic tell the rest of the group they need to get ready because the Death Commandos are going to attack very soon. And when they do, we need to be ready to take them out so that we can live and see another day. Now, to go ahead and wrap up today's video, we actually do pick up with Magic's plan working. What I mean is that you do have the Death Commandos board the ship of the New Mutants, but when they do, Magic is able to take out most of the Death Commandos, and so do the rest of the New Mutants. They are able to go ahead and take out the rest of the Death Commandos, except one, the leader of the Death Commandos, because apparently he stayed behind on their ship to make sure everything runs smoothly. But of course, he just got word that most of his team was taken out. And so with that being said, you actually have the leader of the Death Commandos to go ahead and say, blow up their ship. Blow it up and we'll make sure that Deathbird and everyone else with her is dead. But the only way we're going to win this if we blow up their ship. And just like that, bam, he blew up their ship. And we are left to believe that the whole team is now dead. But this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoy today's comic book video. Later, guys.